Hello, my name is David Connell, and around 10 years ago I established a new business, a unique business of support to accounting firms, and the business is called ANZAN Professionals. ANZAN stands for Australian and New Zealand Accountants Networks. Now, one of the things that we aim to do is respond to specific needs of accounting firms. What are the issues that you've got? How can we help you to come up with some practical solutions to those particular issues? And my own background is that of a practitioner. I've been in the profession for over 40 years, love working in the profession, and I particularly love working with accountants and accounting firms. But one of the things I found in the early days of doing this work was that quite often firms and practitioners were unclear as to exactly what their major issues were. Some of them are pretty obvious. Staff recruitment and retention is an obvious one. Succession might be an obvious one. But often they just weren't quite clear in their minds about what are their priority issues and what are the things we need to address. So I developed a practice needs analysis, a tick-the-box type questionnaire for practitioners to fill in. Now, this particular needs analysis is a free service. You can go to the website and download it, and there are 4 other diagnostics in that same area, and you can just go through and tick yes or no in the boxes and see where the weaknesses are particularly, and maybe strengths in your practice. But as a follow-up to that, I offer a half-day a consulting exercise with your firm. So having got that initial information, and we now know what your priority issues are, because the last question one of the last questions in the practice needs analysis is to get you to identify what the top 3 issues are. So if we know what the top 3 issues are, I then spend a half day in your practice to go through those specific issues. And so I'll do a strategic SWOT, maybe some mind mapping, whatever processes are appropriate, perhaps a force field analysis, whatever tools that I am trained in are appropriate to your particular situation, and an agenda which sets out the times to get through these. Sometimes, and it has happened, that we may only get through one issue because that issue was a particularly important one and the whole half day is devoted to one issue. So again, it's a case of responding to your particular needs in that exercise. You will receive extra value in the exercise, apart from giving you a one-page plan at the end of the day to say this is where you are now, this is where you need to be, and these are the specific strategies and actions you're going to have to take, who's going to do them by when. So we finish up the meeting with that. I also provide you with the full list of our practical tips that I do these monthly tips, 20 tips every month that are practical tips on accounting firms, and just one of those tips provides enormous value. Inevitably they come from other practitioners, from our network meetings and so on. So we give you all of those, and we currently number just under 600 of those. And we also do a follow-up review of your practice, so that we do a phone review afterwards to examine where things are at, what's actually happening, and again review the priorities. And out of that, produce again a one-page plan which I email back to you. You get a free subscription to our newsletters and a lot more information. So I urge you for a quick exercise. Accountants tend to be obviously time poor because your client demands are so high and there are so many demands on your time, that this is a quick exercise aimed at helping you to hit the mark as quickly as possible on your key issues. So please contact us by email or phone, and we will lock in some time for you, give you a price, an engagement letter, and proceed from there. I thank you for your time.